Hey everybody, it's really early in the morning here, but I want to make my first YouTube video. It's either going to be my first or my second one, it depends. I'm also thinking about doing a post-processing video, but yeah, I figured for the first one, it'd be really cool to go over this Halo 5 assault rifle prop that I've been building. I'm making this for my brother-in-law for Christmas, so I have to hurry up and get working on it, but yeah, the total time for this was about, I want to say it was just five straight days of printing. I was doing like a team printing between me and my wife. While I was at work, she would start the next print, and yeah, it fully turned out. So what I'm doing now is, now that I've had it all printed, I've gone in and I have cut off the little brim off of here. It's not the perfect cut, but it's good enough for now. And I'm going to use either JB Weld, which this is the steel and this is the hardener, and put that on the inside edges of all this. And then I planned on going around with CA glue that I use from my woodworking shop on the outside edge, and then using activator to harden that instantly. I also have epoxy glue up on my shelf over there, and if this doesn't end up working out, I'm going to use that. I also have Gorilla Glue clear grip, so yeah, that's another option that we have. So I'm gonna bring the camera in, you guys can see a little bit closer what it is I'm doing, but yeah, this is actually only half of the print. The other half of the print is over there on the floor, and once we get this all glued up, then I'm probably gonna glue that one up off camera, and then we can move on to the next step in the process, all right? So now that we're at the table, I can show you guys a closer look at what it is I'm doing here. So I've laid down a paper towel so that I don't get any of my epoxy onto my glass surface, because then it's kind of hard to get off. I did decide to go with this plastic weld from JB Weld. I did that because it has a 5-minute set time and a 1-hour cure time, and I would like to be able to get to the next step of this today. But let's go ahead and get this all mixed up. So for this epoxy, you just kind of mix equal parts. And what's nice is that it's in this twin tube, so it's pretty easy to mix it up. But yeah, this stuff does clear a translucent yellow. So if that is something that is a deal breaker for whatever it is you're making, then I would recommend not using it. I've also got a bunch of sanding sticks. You can buy these in like a big pack of, I want to say like 1,000. So I've got a whole bunch sitting on over my workstation there. And then we just mix this up. So again, the plan is, since this stuff does have a 1-hour cure time, I'm going to put this on and then use the CA glue with the instant activator to get it to harden so that I can just set it down and keep going. Okay, so here's our first piece. We've got this bottom piece. They'll attach like that. So let's just glob some of this stuff on. Now I don't want to put too much on because I don't want it to leak out the bottom. As a matter of fact, the best thing for this would be if I had a paintbrush that I didn't care about, but I don't know that I have one. I actually have been using all of my paintbrushes, even the ones I don't care about for stuff. So let's just get a bead. Okay. All we do is take this and we just join it together. Let me see if I can get this on camera. So you can tell where it needs to be because it has these little grooves that you should line up. I don't know if I have enough on there. I might have to put some, I'm gonna go ahead and put some on this piece as well. So now let's take our two pieces and let's join them together. Oof, this is, okay, so since it doesn't stick super fast, this is where our CA glue comes in handy. So what we're gonna do is get it here on the paper towel. Here, I'll move the camera. A close up of it. So we get it on the flat surface. Okay, I think it's about as close as we're gonna get it. And it's going to leave us with a seam, but we have a solution for that. So we're going to take this stick fast CA glue, and then we're going to, you can pick that up at any, like, I got it at a specialty hardware store. I don't think you can get this at like Home Depot or anything. Okay, slowly coming out. Okay, now this is where the cool thing happens. So we're gonna wanna press this together tight and make sure that it's lined up. Okay, that looks pretty good. So then we just, and now it is tight. Oh, wait, I say that and it's not. So that should be, yeah, it's pretty hard now. So then let's do that with down here. And then we just give it a little spray. Actually, that's still kind of bumpy. So I don't want it to be super bumpy because I don't want to have to go back and sand it all down, because that gets annoying. Okay, let's make sure this is pressed tightly and should be activated. There we go, just still kind of sticky. Yeah, that's already cured. Perfect. So now this is stuck together. But just, okay, I thought it made a weird, thought it was clicking for some reason. Just to be sure, we're also going to weld the backside closed. Gonna go over this seam. Okay, and that's cured. All right, so now that you guys have seen how it is, I'm gonna go ahead and stick this together. I'm gonna do the rest of this off camera, and then when we come back, we should have one full piece and then ready to move on to the next step. All right, so I'm not sure how I've edited this video so far, but we are at the part now where I'm going to be painting, well, I'm gonna be bondoing and then primering and painting the assault rifle that I'm doing for Christmas for my brother-in-law. Now, this is the Halo 5 assault rifle, just in case. We are actually in my garage, which is also my gym, which is why it's kind of echoey in here. So sorry about that, but it has to be done out here because we're gonna be using Bondo today. So the reason why I said I didn't know how I edited this video was because I actually originally intended to carve out a hole throughout the whole center of this thing, like from here all the way to here, and put it in a piece of, I was gonna use PVC, and then I went to use a wooden dowel rod, but honestly, carving that out was just, like, the Dremel I had was not gonna work for it, and it started taking way too long. So I ended up just gluing it together, and it's holding up just fine. Now, if you look here, like here and there, and then there's one seam all the way along the top, I have these seams here that show that it's multiple pieces, and I don't want it to have that in the final product. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Bondo, and I'm gonna put it in all the cracks, and then smooth it out to try to make it look like one piece. And that's the reason why we're in my garage, because you wanna be in a well-ventilated area for that. We're also then gonna use this Duplicolor, it's a scratch filler primer. This is a high build primer, and that's going to do the little layer lines that we have because we printed this at a 0.2 millimeter layer height. I'm also gonna be using this little scraper. If I had a putty knife, I would use that, but I don't know where I put mine. I'm gonna use this little scraper to smooth this all out. So yeah, I'm probably gonna speed through this because I have to open my garage door all the way, and I don't want you guys to have to hear road noise. So I'll see you in a bit. So, sorry, I have strep throat, so I sound really awful, but it's been about 2 months since I last worked on this. This was meant to be a Christmas present. It is now February, so I really need to get to work on this. I feel like a really bad brother-in-law, but I did have some things going on in life as that happens.
Man, my voice sounds really bad. Might have to do a voiceover for this, but I did get a new tool. This is the Milwaukee M12 Fuel. Yeah, it's their detail sander, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but this thing seems to be the standard across people who do cosplay items, and it's really, really good. I also wanted to bring up one issue. I've never used Bondo before, so I didn't know you had to use a hardener, and I feel ultra silly for that. So this is all ready though. It's already been sanded down. It's nice and smooth. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some black paint. So yeah, let's get to that. I also forgot to say that we are gonna be hitting this with Krylon Fusion all-in-one. It's a paint and primer combo that I've used in the past, and I think it's really good. So yeah, this is just a little rattle can, and yeah, let's get to work.
Okay, so I tried to hand paint this gun and it looked like trash. So I used the wrong color green. That looks like a doom green, and I'm not really happy with how the silver turned out. So I went ahead and completely masked off the parts that are gonna be green. I'm gonna try to cover that up and make sure I don't spray it, but yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get to spraying. Okay, so I just finished up with this new camo green, and it looks a lot closer to the actual color of the Halo 5 assault rifle. So yeah, let's go ahead and see if our masking worked. That looks good. Nice. Yeah, it looks like this masking tape did not fail me. Perfect. All right, cool. I'm gonna get the rest of this masked off, and then yeah, we still got one little gray stripe to do right there. So now we're basically done with our Halo 5 assault rifle, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Is it perfect? No, but this is the first prop I've ever done of this scale, and I'm not too upset with it. There are some little problems here that I can see, and the paint job's not exactly perfect, but I may go back and try to build this again and use some of the techniques I've learned. But for now, we're gonna do our last step, which is just to clear coat this side of it. I've already clear coated the other side last night, and yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, and here's our final Halo 5 assault rifle build. You know, it looks a little rough around the edges, but I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna go ahead and try to make a better one later on. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and deliver this to my brother-in-law, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, we're finally done with that Halo 5 prop. This was meant to be a Christmas gift for my brother-in-law, and it's now April. So I'm so glad that it's done. I showed it to him. I said, hey man, if you want, I can start trying to build another one because I wasn't quite happy with the quality, but he loved it. He said that he's probably gonna go ahead and hang it on his wall and just kind of make it an art piece because it can snap in half. I didn't have the tools at the time to make it super sturdy. But yeah, he's really happy with it. He also wants to eventually work on like a Halo 5 Master Chief cosplay, so that should be really fun. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you guys thought, if there's anything different you'd do. Also, I'm gonna link all my socials down below, so if you guys wanna follow me there, that'd be great. I will also have a Discord, so if you have any questions about anything, any cosplay related stuff, any 3D printing related stuff, go ahead and join that, and then at me, and we'll get it figured out. I also stream on twitch.tv/armoredprince. If you guys want to follow me there, we do things like paint these cool Charizards and do miniatures and work on our cosplay helmets and stuff. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.